I do a lot of prototyping and innovation work, so I work on rapid prototyping of new data products and fast bringing them to market and just trying to figure out if they will work or not. 4 or 5 years ago, it was not possible to measure exactly what the customer behavior is. Right now we have sensors, we have wearable trackers, we have so many things that generate data where you can just easily look and see, oh, yes, that's exactly true, or this is not, because before it was assumptions, it was surveys, it was inference of some bigger data sets. Right now we have these granular data sets which can tell us if we're right or wrong. It can help attribution, it can help different marketing questions along the way. So if we're tackling a question how successful a commercial is, or if we're tackling a question how much exposure your company is getting and how it affects your sales, it doesn't really matter what the question is. We can bring in all those data sets in right now and try to assess a much bigger picture. And I think before it was not possible. Working with Wharton Customer Analytics Initiative, I learn always something new. I go to the partner meetings that you guys organize every fall, and it's fantastic to see practitioners across all these different industries tackling either the same problems that I'm trying to tackle and seeing, oh, there are more people who have the same problems, that's fantastic, or just or hearing new problems that people are working on and you're like, oh, I haven't thought about it before. I think the problems that Wharton Customer Analytics works in specific, I remember this from conferences, is that this are the problems that are relevant to my issues, and the organization actually tries to make them measurable and actionable. It's not just a theory or, you know what, we have this hypothesis and we're going to test it with, say, a group of 10 people and then we're going to try and infer something. No, it's actually a research that is grounded with a very reasonable methodology and that can help tackle things like advertising efficiency. Nobody knows the answer to this question, but WCA actually tries to help us answer this question. WCA meetings are first of all about openness. We have so many companies sitting around the table and they're ready to disclose the data sets that they're working with, the technologies that they're using in their architecture. Usually it's a no-no to mention this during the conferences because you never know who is using this information, but I think the collaborative environment and this openness is extremely beneficial. Secondly, during regular conferences, you go in and people just try to sell you something. Even if it's very abstract conversation, they will try to sell you their model, their way of thinking, their technology. I like coming to WCA partner meetings because it's really no expectations. It's just trying to share some insights and try and figure out this field of analytics together.